Welcome back to the CWT Finance Show. And for today's episode, I want to talk about really Metastock altogether, but most importantly, their latest earnings report. Because it was absolutely amazing. The stock has done absolutely amazing all year. All year it's been, absolutely killing it, which is amazing because last year it went down and absolutely amazing. Like it was Meta, let's just say 2022 was not Meta's year. The stock did not do well at all. They had a couple bad quarterly reports, and the market just absolutely overreacted. There was article after article after article saying that the stock was just completely done. And I remember looking at that, and I thought it was the craziest thing in the world because the company was, their revenue was hurting a little bit, but it made sense. Apple changed their privacy policy. That was affecting the revenue. It's supposed to be a very temporary thing. And I believed that it would be. I believed it would be a very temporary thing. So I bought as much of the stock as I possibly could. Every time it went down, I bought more and more and more as I possibly could. And it became one of my biggest holdings. And the reason I'm making this episode of the CWT Finance Show is because they just had their latest quarterly report. And I was very interested in how this report would go. And the reason for that was all year Metastock had been increasing as much as it's been absolutely insane seeing Meta's performance. And a lot of this was because at the beginning of the year, they had a good quarterly report, where they actually were, growing revenue again. It looked like their ad sales were going better. They were doing more, cutting jobs, making sure the company was actually more lean, which I thought was a good thing. And, because of their absolute amazing stock increase over this year, I really wanted this quarterly report to go well, and it had to go well. And here's the actual numbers. So the revenue, during this quarter, they made $32 billion in revenue versus $31 billion that they were expected to get. I believe that was I think 11% increase. Either way, very good numbers. They earned $2.98 per share versus the $2.92 that they were expected to do. Advertising revenue has absolutely increased to $31.5 billion is how much they made from ads, which is basically all of it, versus $30.43 billion that they were estimated to get. Now this is what made me very happy on the earnings call because right before this, Snapchat posted their earnings and their forecast for advertising revenue was not good at all. And the big reason for this is because of Apple's privacy changes. They have not been able to actually, increase their advertising revenue after that, like Meta has. It's hurt them quite a bit. But then Snapchat stock basically crashed 20% after they did their earnings because their forecast over the next period was not good at all. Facebook, however, had a much better experience on actual advertising. They've done a lot more to, get around Apple's privacy changes, was really good. Another thing that was big in a negative sense is that Reality Labs, which is, a big thing of their metaverse division, lost $3.74 billion versus what they were estimated to lose, which was $3.68 billion. And, even Zuckerberg said on the call that they're going to be losing a lot more money on this coming soon. They expect to lose a lot on this. But, which a lot of people were concerned about last year was a big reason stock was going down so much. Which made sense because the actual advertising business, what actually makes their money, was falling. And they were losing an insane amount of money on the metaverse. Now they're still learning, and that means they're still losing an insane amount of money on the metaverse. But they're actually growing their money too, so it's less of a concern. Although, another big thing that he was focusing, or Zuckerberg said that the company's focusing on this, earnings call was AI. And it seems like, well, it's true they're focusing a lot on AI. It's how AI is actually going to help the metaverse. So it seems like he's trying to, build more on the metaverse, but in a way shareholders will like by focusing more on AI. So, that's something to take into consideration. And then Facebook daily active users are 2.06 billion people. 2 billion people are using Facebook every single day, which was a huge increase. They actually expected there to be 2.03 billion people using Facebook every day. So that's been another big thing too, is that all of their platforms are growing the amount of people on them. They're being better at advertising. And this was interesting too. So the price to advertise on Facebook actually went down 16%. So it costs less to run ads on Facebook, and they're doing better, which is just awesome for anybody in marketing at all. And the fact that they're able to increase the amount of people on all of these apps while increasing the advertising revenue that they're doing is just really awesome for the company as well. So, that's, in the short version, their earnings call. As a shareholder, I was very happy with it. And obviously the market's very happy with it too, because Facebook just hit their 52-week high. They're at $325 a share at time of recording. And that means that Facebook, or Meta, has increased by 170% so far year to date, which is just absolutely crazy returns. So yeah, I'm definitely happy as a shareholder. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to the channel. Check out financebykcwt.com, and thank you for watching.